All right. And we are here today with the wonderful Rolando Chang Barrero from the Box Gallery. So nice to see you. And you
Oh,
have an amazing background and an amazing gallery. Tell us what inspired you to launch the art exhibit on the subject of COVID-19.
well, as you know, the gallery tries to stay connected with what's going on in the community. We just ended the wonderful exhibition of In Time of Protest, which
Yes.
spotlighted a lot of the interventions that were going on throughout the city during the post-George Floyd situation, the murder. And, and then the next thing was curiosity about what all the visual artists in the area were up to. So we organized an exhibition to reach out to a lot of my friends who were in quarantine that I've represented over the years and asked them, how have you been keeping yourself busy? And they're like, oh my God, I got so much work done. Now if I could find a show to exhibit, I got my living room full of work, because it's been almost 6 months now, 5 months in counting. So
So
the
they're more productive during this time.
yeah, and some people had work that they had organized, and had ready to show, but had never shown before because their exhibitions canceled. Um,
Mm.
so I asked, a few of them, and we had like 10 pieces by every artist, and all of a sudden more
Wow.
names started coming in. Then I had friends of mine from around the world start contacting me. I
Amazing.
have a lot of relationships through Instagram and other social network, and it was like, okay, so let's do this. And the one theme that kept coming up was that we're all in this together. We
Yes.
have a spirit of camaraderie. Um, some of us were having a difficult time, and myself and another artist, Camilla Webster, had done the Art Synergy auction to help artists that were in crisis. So we reached out to them also to see how they were doing. And, so we're going to be launching the formal funding that is new funding, second tier funding that's
Hmm.
available for artists in crisis, as well as paying homage. We're creating some videos that are part of the exhibition, as well as all the wonderful work.
And the exhibit starts tonight at 7 o'clock,
Starts
right?
tonight.
August
That's at 7
28th.
o'clock.
And it
Yes.
runs until when?
And it runs until September 26th. So there'll
Great.
be other programming along the way. We're going to have some of the artists bring some of the frontline workers that were helping them throughout this crisis to see their work. We have some videos of the artists themselves talking about why this exhibition was important to them and the people whom they honor that were frontline workers. So it's a real pretty, and the art is phenomenal. We have Ali Beer, we have Andrea Huffman, Andrew Holloman, Andy Pereda, Asanjo, which is the one in the background here, Austin Anderson, Dan Kowalski as a photographer, local
Mm-hmm.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's donating his work to the Blue Ocean Project because
Excellent.
he was taking photographs of him and Kevin Jontonen, which you were familiar with Kevin. They both did photographs of face masks and the epidemic of hazardous waste in our environment now.
Hmm.
Carelessness. So not everything is just pretty, but some of it is
Mm-hmm.
environmental and socially conscious. Dan Kowalski, how I said, is an underwater photographer. So
Mm-hmm.
he's been documenting the bio waste because of the COVID, masks, rubber gloves, and stuff like that that are getting mixed into our ocean. And Kevin did it on land.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go out of his way. He said, I just was walking around and made a conscious effort to document because he is an environmentalist, and he said that he was torn because he wanted to reach down and pick it up, but he didn't always have gloves on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he was like, so do I get gloves to pick up the gloves and the masks and keep them with me? Not just for the COVID, but because of the COVID.
Gotcha.
It's an interesting take. We have traditional painters that have been doing wonderful work. Jane Baldridge, which is an amazing artist. Maxine Shriver has 3 wonderful landscapes she's a beautiful, beautiful painter. And then we actually incorporated experimental sound. We have Spicy Invalid, who's a non-traditional sound engineer.
Love it.
And he created an album while he was in quarantine. Another one of your favorites that's going to be showing up is Zach Smith also.
Talented. And Dion Jefferson, right?
Dion Jefferson, one of my allies and best friends, and Emilio Aponte, both did their own custom face masks. A lot of the artists in the beginning thought the whole show was going to be about face masks. And I was like, no, you don't have to,
Yeah.
Just know what you've been doing, how you've been coping with this. And some of the pieces got really interesting. Some of the people that work really large in their studios have been working at home. So now their pieces are smaller, more intimate. And it's curious to see how illness and a specific point in our historical context has shifted the work for some people, not just aesthetic-wise, but size, dimension, even medium.
How they produce it, yeah.
So that's a curious analysis of what's going on. So that was what interested me, and hopefully it'll interest everybody because it is a phenomenally beautiful show.
All right, I can't wait. I'll be there tonight, and thank you, Rolando.
You're welcome, my love. God bless you.
You too.
Be well, and remember we're all in this together.
Yes. Stay safe.